Okay, welcome to this video, just like Chess explained. Today I'm going to be going over Game 1 at the National Open in Las Vegas. Was played just this last weekend. What was it, 16th to the 18th of June 2023. My opponent, his name is Ezekiel Verdugo. I don't know how to say his last name. 1696 rating. He's playing white. I'm playing black. So let's hop into it. He opens with d4, so I play knight f6, hoping for a Grunfeld. Obviously, you could play lots of different ideas here, but we won't get too far into that. So we do get a Grunfeld. We get essentially the main line. This is just some theory. So I was pretty comfortable going into this bishop e3. So the focal point. So we're just trying to attack these pawns as much as possible. So we develop good ideas is like queen a5. But in this position, we play castle. He also castles. And here, you have an option to go queen c7. And then he would just go rook c1. But I go for this bishop g4 idea. This is actually I'll show it after, but this is theoretical. He goes f3, also theoretical, bishop d7, and now rook b1. Theoretical move. Queen c7, defending the pawn. Also attempting to look at that bishop, and then queen d2, theoretical move. He's just attempting to checkmate me. Okay, so rook a d8 is it's a strong move. You could play rook f d8, but then this rook becomes kind of bad in the end game. So rook a d8. Also, this rook defends f7 in some lines. It's useful. So here he plays rook fc1, which is a good move. Theoretical move as well. And this is where I actually step out of theory, because from here, let's see. From here, the top move is bishop to c8, theoretically, or knight a5. But I play a6. And now he has a +1 advantage. It's not a lot, but it's decent. So I'll just go back through that with the book. Let's see. With the book here. So I try to like when I'm going over these games, I try to make a highlight of what I could do to improve. And I guess the first thing would be to, either figure out a different line that maybe my opponent wouldn't know in a theoretical line. Maybe this queen c7 line or knight a5 or something like that, Just switch it up. Or be able to go deeper into theory. So yeah, rook a d8 was 81% of games. Rook fc1. And then 73% of games is bishop c8. And yeah, then I guess white would go bishop f2. And then you would play knight a5. Hitting the bishop d3. And then b6. So just a kind of typical Grunfeld structure. He doesn't quite want to play d5 because I think he'll run into problems there with c4. And then just e6, and we're hitting this structure. Apparently e5 is okay, but just equal. So again, I guess the first thing to look at here is just bishop c8 would be bishop c4 92 Grunfeld theory. But okay, played a6. He plays knight to f4. And here I played e6, which I think e6 was a mistake, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I could have just played b5. Again, the engine likes that bishop c8 idea. But yeah, obviously b5, I was looking at him throwing the knight in, but queen a5 is fine. e6, the knight has to go back, and then we're grabbing a pawn here. So that's good. So that's one thing I overlooked in the tournament was knight d5, queen a5, and everything's fine. Otherwise, I was considering playing b5, but I didn't do that. I just played e6. Okay, then he played e5, and let's see. In this position, what did I play here? Okay, so I went knight a5. And then he played bishop d3. And then okay, I went bishop c6. He should go queen f2 because he eventually gets hit with this tactic. Knight h3. Knight h3 is a blunder by my opponent. So yeah, I played the correct move, c4. Goes bishop c2, and then I win this pawn with the pen on the queen. So then he goes, I think he goes f4. I play bishop g7 back. He goes knight g5. So he's trying to go for some sort of mate, and I play b5, just solidifying my chain here. He goes queen f2, so he's going for queen h4, and and checkmate. I was slightly worried about that, so I played h6. Then he played knight f3. So this is my worst piece on the board. So I actually trade the knight, which I don't need to do that. I could just play knight b7. So I was thinking knight b7, knight e5, bishop here, and oh, there is some pressure. He could play, I don't know. I guess it's nothing scary. So I just play like this. I play knight c6. He plays here. Obviously, it looks like he could play this move and then just start gobbling these pawns. But I just played knight e7. So if he plays this, my intentions was to play rook d6 and something like this would have occurred, which is something similar in the game that happened. So let's see. So he did play. So I went knight e7. He played a4. I guess I could play f5 immediately. Didn't really see that. Because I was thinking f5, bishop b7. I guess queen b6 works, just works. Has a5 and queen a7. And eventually you're hitting this guy out. Right. What if you just go here right away? Ah, yes, bishop c6. Okay, so you play here. Winning the bishop. Okay. Anyway. So we get to this position. He plays a4. And then at this point, I don't have a ton of time on my clock, so I just play rook b8. It looks solid. A takes, A takes. So rook b4, and then I immediately saw the idea. I played f5 relatively quick. F5 that came to me pretty fast. And then I played knight e4, rook b2. Here, again, I'm low on time, so I need to play a quicker move. Even though this is 90-minute with, I believe it's a 30-second increment. 90-minute with 30-second increment. I'm still low on time here. So I played rook fc8. And he played bishop a2. So at this point, I'm trying to get something going on the queen side. So I play queen d6, eyeing this a3 square. Also protects the e pawn, gets out of the way of the c pawn, so I can maybe start pushing it. He goes bishop d2, and then I played b4 pretty quickly. I just saw the idea of if takes, I have this bishop check. And that looked pretty devastating. And then I could play like c3 later. So that's actually what he should have done, is played here, here, here. And it's weird that it doesn't want bishop takes d4 check first. It's probably what I would have played, is check, king f1, and then it likes just queen a6, hitting the bishop. Wow, and queen a3. So this guarantees trades into a winning endgame. But yeah, b4, good move. he plays king h1, and yeah, I thought for a while here with taking and whatnot, I couldn't see anything, so I just I knew b3 was winning long term, so I just played it, and here it is. That's the end of the game. Queen a3, and he resigns. So this game, I guess the major takeaway is to remember these kind of middle game ideas. With the bishop going to c8, the knight going to a5. Even here, Saronian and strong grandmasters. He plays knight a5, bishop d3. He goes e5, b6. You get like an endgame here. Trying to think like what are the main takeaways here? I guess you just don't need to be afraid of this knight d5 idea. Because you could play b5. That was good. And then I guess just bishop c8 was another point here. I guess when you bring the rook over here, then you have bishop c8, and your rooks are connected. So this bishop c8 idea becomes more strong. So that's what I would say. Just analyzing some grandmaster games. Some more ideas in this position. H4. Yeah, I guess not a lot to say about this game. I knew a lot of theory. My opponent knew a lot of theory. More than me, actually. It was a good game. Good start to round one for me. Win with black. Not a lot to say here other than remember bishop c8. Also, knight a5 can be good. Yeah, good game.